What holds the Ridgewing guitar system together is a pattern of M3 threaded holes here around the pattern. There's 13 around the outside edge. And when you make a piece to fit in the guitar system, it has to have holes in a particular location so that they'll go together properly. And then they just go click and they're in. If you want to use some other material, such as wood we have here, this was a prototype that I put together with regular guitar making materials, spruce and rosewood and mahogany binding and such. A lot of super glue in there. You put this guy together and you get a pretty neat look. This looks ugly right here. However, it's designed to fit underneath the bridge, so when it goes together, it looks really cool. Kind of a hybrid wood metal carbon fiber guitar. If we want to try something else, we can take, here's a solid aluminum frame here, and we can put it right onto, there's an aluminum frame on an aluminum grill. Or how about aluminum frame on a red grill? Or how about a carbon fiber onto a solid wood insert? So when you have a bunch of different options here, you can see it's very quick to go from one to the other. All that's required to perform this transfiguration of the essence of the guitar is 12 little M3 screws and a little Allen wrench that drives them, which is an M2.5 millimeter. So with that tool and those screws, you can make any of these guitars here. Now suppose you want to get started on a Ridgewing system, but you just don't have very much money to spend. Well, here's something you can do. Check this out. This is a slab of pine. It has the appropriate hardware in it for the neck, which is the piece of aluminum and a set screwed through a hole. And we take the other half, held together with magnets. So that to me is a neat trick. This will fit interchangeably with the regular grill work fancy body here. So you don't really need to have the proper frames and grills and inserts and all that. If you want to go simple, put a bunch of magnets on the inside of some pine and you've got yourself a Ridgewing body. You can see the pieces that hold the bridge on are not too high tech. They're a little 3/4 inch square piece of aluminum with one screw holding them on each. And that works. Now I'd like to show just how quickly you can try out a new guitar configuration. Before I mentioned this wonderful pine body that got hacked together here. It's got some very basic clips. You know, it's something you can make on your bench table very easily. What we can do is to take the guitar apart here. The self-tuning headstock has a side action lever. That body's gone. Now we can simply take the bridge, put it on the new body, and we got to adjust the neck angle a little bit. So this neck has a 3-point neck adjustment system. There, so that adjusts the height of the strings. And then we do our self-tuning. There it is. So what you've just seen is taking a really fancy guitar body, taking it off, putting on a completely new guitar body, which is very homemade, but because it uses the proper joinery, the way pieces fit together, the Ridgewing system, you have a totally new guitar, just like that. What I'd like to do is to show you some of the interchangeability of the various Ridgewing components. Here are 3 alternative frames that are perfectly interchangeable. This one is carbon fiber, that's sort of our original. And this one is solid aluminum. Same geometry, so it's pretty heavy. So we're going to lighten up the aluminum ones in the future. This third one here is remarkable. It's made by a guitar maker named Bill Daly. And he has made a sandwich here out of very fine wood. This is curly maple and rosewood strips that are laminated around. It's just a work of art. It's beautiful. And you can see the Ridgewing attachment parts here. So you can use any of these 3 body styles here, or make up a new one. And then we move to inserts. Now inserts are what go inside the frames. If our standard carbon fiber frame here fits on the grill just like that. Next to that we have a aluminum, solid aluminum grills that you can just about stand on. They're so strong. Then we move over to a solid wood insert, which is put in place of the grill work and creates a very nice look. So we can decide we want to do it with the aluminum. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. Or how about Bill's beauty piece? That's pretty fancy. And then finally we have a small ribbon speaker attached to what we call hangers. To attach things to the guitar, you got to use these things you cut out with a bandsaw or a laser cutter at a hackerspace. This is 1/8" plywood. Here's 1/4" plastic, acrylic. Those are laser cut. So this is a way of putting a sound system into the Ridgewing guitar.